Welcome to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
Today, well, we're doing a very special rugby obsession deep dive.
That's right.
Our mission, it's all about unpacking the Springboks' incredible test record. We're focusing on those recent clashes and what's coming up next.
And we're pulling insights, directly from the latest info.
Exactly. Trying to understand what really underpins their world-leading dominance. Get ready for, well, some dominating performances and maybe a few surprising facts along the way.
Should be interesting.
And hey, before we really dive in, if you're as obsessed with rugby as we are, make sure you hit subscribe on Rugby Obsession. You won't want to miss out on more analysis like this.
Definitely. And, what's really fascinating here, I think, is how those recent games against Italy, they really underline where the Springboks stand right now. We're looking at a history of, well, overwhelming dominance, mostly. But there is that one significant outlier, isn't there?
Ah, yes, the outlier.
Which gives us a little moment of intrigue, sort of lifts the lid on what makes even top teams tick, or sometimes not tick.
Okay, let's get into that then. So we've just seen the world champs, the Springboks, host Italy, a 2-test series this month.
Yep, Pretoria and Gqeberha.
And look, as pretty much everyone predicted, the Azzurri, well, they weren't really a match for them.
No, not this time.
So what is that consistent victory? What does it really tell us?
Well, if you connect it to the bigger picture, the statistics themselves are quite stark. Really stark.
Go on.
South Africa has now beaten Italy, get this, 17 times.
17, wow.
And lost just once in 18 tests total.
Okay.
Their very first meeting was way back in Rome, 1995, which, interestingly, is the same year the Boks won their first Rugby World Cup.
Ah, good point. History there.
Right. So this isn't just about winning a couple of games. It's about, maybe a foundational gap, professional structures, depth, built up over decades.
So that consistency, what does it actually mean in terms of, rankings now?
Well, it lines up, doesn't it? The Springboks are sitting pretty at #1 in the World Rugby rankings.
Right at the top.
And Italy, they're currently in 10th place.
Okay, so a fair gap.
A significant gap.
Yeah.
And you could certainly see that difference play out on the field in these last 2 tests.
And here's where it gets really interesting for me. That single loss.
The anomaly.
The 2018 defeat in Florence, November 19th, 2016. That's quite specific.
It stands out, yeah.
For a team that's usually so dominant, what exactly went wrong that day?
Well, that 2016 loss, while it was an anomaly, looking back, maybe it wasn't just a simple off day.
Oh, what do you mean?
Kind of highlighted a period where perhaps the Springboks were struggling a bit with tactical discipline, especially at the breakdown.
Right, the breakdown, crucial area.
And Italy, under Conor O'Shea back then, they just masterfully exploited that. Their forwards were incredibly tenacious.
So they targeted a weakness.
They basically suffocated the Springboks' go-forward ball, forced errors. You could argue it served as a pretty crucial wake-up call.
Interesting perspective.
It showed that even against, lower-ranked teams, relatively speaking, minor lapses, especially in discipline or tactics, they can be punished severely. What do you think? Was it maybe a necessary reset for them, looking back?
I think you might be right. It probably forced a reevaluation, didn't it? Maybe sharpened their focus, leading to the incredibly structured discipline side we generally see today.
Possibly.
But the overall trend against Italy, it's still crystal clear. Looking at the full record, I mean, some of those scores are just massive.
Oh, absolutely.
You've got a 101-0 win in Durban, June 1999.
101 points.
And just a week before that, 74-0 in Port Elizabeth. It kind of makes you pause, doesn't it? Think about how much rugby's evolved, but also just the sheer power those Bok teams had.
Different era, different game almost, but still dominant.
And even more recently, a 63-21 win in Genoa, November 2022. Still a big margin.
Yep.
And then these latest encounters, just this month, the Springboks kept that winning streak going. They dispatched Italy 42-24 at Loftus Versfeld in Pretoria on July 5th.
A solid win.
And then they really turned it on, didn't they? July 12th, 45-0, a complete shutout at Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium in Gqeberha.
Yeah, that 45-0 shutout, that's particularly noteworthy. It demonstrated a complete performance, didn't it?
Absolutely clinical.
It wasn't just a win. It felt like a tactical masterpiece in many ways. Their defensive line speed. Relentless. It just shut down Italy's attacking platforms before they could even get going.
You could see Italy struggling to find space.
Exactly. And their scrum dominance was, well, absolute. Nearly every set piece became either a penalty advantage or a springboard for their own attack.
Total control.
That's the real measure, isn't it? A world-class team controlling pretty much every facet of the game like that.
Okay, so they've solidified their standing against Italy again. Now, shifting focus slightly, the Springboks face, a different kind of challenge next, doesn't it?
A different style of opponent.
One that often tests their, let's say, physical resolve. A clash with Georgia.
The Lelos.
Coming up this Saturday, July 19th, it's at the Mbombela Stadium in Mbombela. Kickoff is 17:10 South African time.
Right.
Now, while Italy maybe pushed their tactical boundaries, or at least did in 2016, Georgia, they're known for something else, aren't they? Brute force. Up front.
That's their reputation, yeah.
Yeah.
Very physical pack.
And hey, if you're enjoying this deep dive into the Springboks' consistency and what makes them tick, do remember to subscribe to Rugby Obsession. You'll get all the latest insights from the world of rugby.
Good call. And what's fascinating here, again, is that the Springboks also have a perfect record against Georgia so far.
Right, 2 for 2.
But while Georgia is often labeled a second-tier nation, look, they're far from a walkover. You can't take them lightly.
No, definitely not.
Their strength really lies in that formidable forward pack. Their scrummaging can be brutal. It's troubled quite a few Tier 1 nations over the years.
That's right. Their first meeting was actually at the 2003 Rugby World Cup. Remember that?
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah.
In Sydney.
Sydney Football Stadium, yeah. Springboks won 46-19.
Okay.
And Georgia's only previous visit to South Africa, that resulted in a defeat for them too. That was in Pretoria, 2021. Springboks won 40-9 at Loftus Versfeld.
Right, so comfortable wins on paper.
Comfortable wins, yes. But given Georgia's recent strides, I mean, they've caused a few upsets, particularly against some European teams. This isn't just another predictable win, is it? There must be more to it for the Bucks. What will they be looking to achieve, beyond just the final score?
That's a really important question, actually.
Yeah.
Because while, yes, a victory is, let's be honest, expected,
You'd have to say so.
the Springboks will almost certainly use this match to fine-tune things, particularly their forward strategies against a genuinely powerful physical pack like Georgia.
So it's a testing ground.
Exactly. We might see them experimenting a bit, maybe different front row combinations, or really focusing on winning that breakdown battle with like extreme precision against that physicality.
Makes sense.
And it's also a key opportunity, isn't it? To give important game time to players maybe on the fringes, guys who need to prove they're ready for, higher stakes games later in the season.
Building depth, always crucial.
It's all about maintaining that peak performance level and ensuring they have depth across the board, even when facing an opponent they've historically dominated. Can't afford complacency.
So looking at these records then, the dominance against Italy, the perfect record against Georgia so far, we have to ask, right, will this weekend just be another quote-unquote easy test win for the Springboks? Or could Georgia's renowned physicality maybe expose a few chinks in the armor? Even small ones.
It's always possible. That's why they play the game.
We genuinely love to hear what you think about this, about the Springboks' dominant record, these patterns, and especially their upcoming match against Georgia. Let us know your thoughts. What are you expecting?
Yeah, absolutely. This whole deep dive, it really does highlight just the consistent strength of the Springboks against these particular opponents, doesn't it?
It really does.
And it's not just about the W's, the winning. It's often about how they win. Those commanding performances, the tactical superiority, that incredible depth they seem to maintain, it all reinforces why they're ranked #1 in the world.
Exactly. From looking closely at that rare loss to Italy, which, as you said, might have been a crucial learning moment, to their continued dominance now, and looking ahead to this very physical test against Georgia, the Springboks, well, they keep giving us plenty to talk about.
Always something to analyze.
Their ability to adapt, to learn from setbacks, however rare, and just maintain such incredibly high standards against different types of opponents. It's genuinely remarkable stuff.
It is. Consistency at that level is hard to achieve.
So we are always curious about your take. Please do share your comments, your opinions, what stood out to you in these records we've discussed. How do you see their dominance evolving or perhaps being challenged?
Yeah, let's move.
And for more fantastic analysis and coverage like this, please remember to subscribe to Rugby Obsession.
It's definitely worth it.
Thank you so much for listening to this Rugby Obsession deep dive, and we really look forward to you listening to our next episode.